All right, this is Dave. Welcome to Dave Explains. I know it's been a while. I have no idea how this is going. This is being recorded in like a rock bandish um, Konami Logitech USB microphone with a similar thing used for a like Disney sing-along game that I've noticed. But I'm hoping that it's going to be better than the little speakers above at the top of my laptop screen. Everything has been in commotion, as you can well imagine. For many of you, most of us, the world has been completely turned upside down. So um, I'm still making videos. I'm making like lots of videos, but I have no time for editing anymore. As I'm now like the kid's caretaker and everything. But I had an idea of just going back to my original basics, and that's just doing like screen grabs and talking about like really structuring data for better better analysis, so that it's enjoyed and interesting and everything. So it's easier to really see the problems. I am not feeling like the greatest, but that's because I uh, I ate something that didn't agree with me. So no COVID-19 here that I know of, anyway. Um, but yeah, so like I said, lots of videos already being taken. We've even done branched off into another project that I might get into later. But tonight, I just want to kind of go into my basics, and it's something that kind of really bothers me because so many people have been saying the same thing. Like this is right now the virus. It goes south, it goes north, it fluctuates based on temperature and climate and weather and everything. And if you want to know how it's going to react, what's going to go on, if you want to have an idea of what's going to go on in North America next fall, watch Australia, because in the southern hemisphere they're enjoying their winter right now. So it's June 24th. We just passed the summer solstice, so they should be winter solstice just having passed, or maybe it's coming up. I don't know. So that's what's going on with that, and it bothers me because I'm sitting here and I'm going, well, Australia can't be the only country that's south, below the equator. That can't be right. We have many countries that are below the equator, and that's where I'm going to go off with this, because like right here we have America, and it's not showing the equator on this map, but it's roughly around here in this section. Are we recording okay, we are recording the pointer. And maybe I'll take off this color thing here and get into the bubble map. But here you have America. America is number one for COVID-19 cases, I believe, and deaths. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We are the top, and so let's go back to here. So right here we have our country here at 2,268,753 confirmed cases, and nearly 120,000 deaths. That's not great. But so here's our equator down here in Central America, roughly cutting through the top of South America. And oh, look, here's our first country that is doing number 2, Brazil. Now, what I found interesting was, this could just be a map that is altered for ease of use to read so that everything's coming up, but like why? Here's Australia. Australia is doing absolutely nothing. Like it's got 7,000 cases. It's insanely low. Excuse me while I get a drink. It is past midnight right now, which is the only time I can actually do one of these. But then you have like here Indonesia. There we go, Malaysia. Malaysia is kind of closer to the equator, so we're not going to talk about them so much. But here's Australia. Here's the south. Right here is South Africa. And then we've got Botswana, Namibia. I'm sorry. I want to call it Nambia, but I don't. I'm seeing that I between the M and the B, and I'm just like, you know what? So Mozambique, Madagascar is not doing too bad. But then over here you've got Brazil. That's pretty much like the southern part of Brazil is matching up pretty well with Central Australia. And then here's the fun one. And I've been watching this. So Argentina has been going up in the rankings, not as fast as South Africa. South Africa has been kind of going up a little bit slowly. I think they're in the top 20 still, and Argentina is like in the top 60. But right here you have Chile, and Chile just got bumped up 2 days ago to number 7 in the world. So think about that, because here's Chile, and it's right along here. I actually did like a little analysis, and the southern portion of Chile and Argentina is as far south as the top of Canada. So it has a pretty good indicator. Going down, I could have sworn I had better information somewhere in here. I guess I don't. There we go. No? I did have something where it actually talked about, I think, the top 10 countries. Here we go. So we've got US. It's got our little timeline and everything. We were actually kind of calming down, and then here we go again. Then we've got Brazil. Brazil just might not have reported anything today. That's fine. And here's Chile. Here's Peru, which actually shares its southern border with Chile's northern border. That's right, Peru is just above Chile. But Peru is actually real close to the equator, so I'm not going to count it as here or there. And then you've got Iran, Germany, and Turkey. So, and remember Italy. Italy is the country that, to fight racism against Chinese people, they led a campaign called Hug a Chinese Person. Now, I do want to make sure that I am understood here. I am not saying that hugging a Chinese person gives you COVID-19. I'm saying that massive amounts of people hugging each other gave COVID, spread COVID-19. So, I mean, obviously, if a Chinese person in Italy was hugged by a lot of people, chances are then yeah, but that's not because the Chinese person is from China or has Chinese heritage. So I do want to make that point out. But that was Italy. That's where Italy was the country that made up all those nice little commercials for America saying, in 10 days, this is going to affect you. You should listen to us. Well, so, but the point I wanted to make is going back to this. Look at this. Here's Australia. Here's Brazil. Here's Argentina. Here's Paraguay. Here's Chile. Here's Uruguay down here. So what I'm trying to say is here's South Africa. Here's Botswana. Where did Botswana go? There we go. You know, here's all these different countries that are right alongside Australia, and we're being told, "Oh, go look at Australia," and that just kind of bothers me because it is misleading to sit there and go, "Well, this country over here that's completely locked off by the ocean and doesn't share a border with another country, is it really the best that we can do for relational uh, data?" I mean, and that is what you do when you want to have an idea of what's going to happen. You look at how previous things happened. So, like with I believe it was the Spanish flu or H1N1, it flickered between the north and the south repeatedly, and I know Spanish flu did it for 3 years. So that's what their main concern is that it's going to go down south, it's going to survive during their winter, then it's going to come back up here in our winter, and so on and so forth. And I'm just one of those people who's like, I can look at a map. I can clearly see that these other countries are right along with Australia. And like I said, I could be wrong. But this is not the first map I've looked at. So, and I mean, I could be wrong because, like, obviously you're looking at it and you're like, well, no, I can see that too. Well, I mean, like, they could have scrunched up the map to make it all fit in one place, like, you know. So, I guess that's where I'm gonna trail off. Me personally, I'm waiting for uh, I'm waiting for some things to change up. But what I'm going to be doing is in my code, I'm going to do one where I separate all the countries with like a northern border at or below this line, and that's going to be like my how are those countries doing kind of thing, so that I have a better idea of what's going to happen in the fall. And I see a lot of these maps that are not doing that. So, but all right, I gotta go. I have no idea how long I was talking, and I am extremely tired. And I'm actually taking 2 classes this summer in information security and in software engineering. So that's another reason why I'm not getting very much done and why I'm extremely tired. And I gotta go. So, all right, stay safe.